Want to know how you can remain persistent in your desire? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be talking to you about today. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Natalie, and this is As the Pennies Drop. Now, As the Pennies Drop is all about guiding you to create a life you love, deserve, and desire. I am a conscious manifestation coach and a neurotransformation therapy practitioner, and I provide you on this channel with tools and techniques based around law of assumption and neurotransformation therapy on how you can transform your life to get the life that you love, deserve, and desire, to release these limiting beliefs, to release those blocks, and to get the desired outcomes that you have been manifesting. So if you would like to find out more about me and the one-to-one coaching solutions that I offer, then click on the link below and get in touch. So as I said at the start of this video, today's video is all about how we can remain persistent in our desire. And I'm going to be breaking this down into 4 videos. And today's video is the first part, the first element in what we can do to start to become persistent and remaining persistent in our desire. So like I said, the next 3 videos are going to be a part of this playlist that are all based around the 4 key elements to realizing your desire. So in this first part of how to remain persistent in your desire, so you can actually see it actualize in your outer world, I'm going to be talking to you about imagination and impressions. Imagination and impressions. One of the greatest secrets is a controlled imagination and a maintained focus on the desire that you are looking to realize. So I'll say that again. One of the greatest secrets is using the imagination and having maintained focus on what it is that you are wanting to see realize in your outer reality, the desired outcome. So why is it then that a lot of us, including me, no different to any of you, why is it sometimes that we find things so bloody hard? Why is it so hard for us to keep that focus on what it is that we desire? Well, the main reasons, the first one is based on our programming from our childhood, and that having perpetuated throughout our life. So it's that pattern, a program of us not feeling worthy, it's not going to happen to me, I'm not one of those people. It's that negative self-talk that we have. And the other thing which is linked to that pattern based on our childhood, based on our upbringing, is that the evidence that we have and our mindset is going to want to consistently take us back to the evidence. So for example, if it's loving relationship that you would really love to have, a really lovely, easy, fun, kind, respected, being prioritized, supported, loving relationship, yet your past evidence is that that's never happened. Your belief based on not just the past evidence, but also your programming of you not being worthy, of traumatic wounds that we're holding on to, not being worthy, not being deserving of it. You see evidence, your mindset is going to consistently take you back there, which is natural for it to do. It's absolutely 100% natural for it to do. But that is why we find it so hard, because our mind is going to be searching for evidence. Is this possible? Can I really have this? Can I really do this? And if, like me, with regards to loving relationships, you had kind of a hard time with that, your mindset is going to consistently want to take you back there. And that is why it can be really hard to persist and remain persistent in the desired outcome, to see that realized. So, Neville Goddard says about, it's imagination and it's being kind of letting go of the weakness and being focused on what it is that you desire. But sometimes that is really hard. It is. And that's okay. If you can accept that you're one of the people that when it comes to particular areas in your life, whether that's love, money, career, weight, body issues, whatever it is, if you can just accept and just say to yourself, okay, I currently accept that I find this difficult to focus consistently and to remain persistent in this focus. I find it difficult because of things that have happened to me in my past. You're accepting that. You're letting go of a resistance, of a force of having to imagine, of a force of having to persistently focus. You're accepting that you find it difficult. That's okay. Once we've been able to accept that, we then want to find a tool that is going to help us build and develop the focus, to be able to maintain a focus and to be able to get into that kind of imaginary state. And I'm going to share that with you today now. But before I do, I want you to think about your mind like you're losing weight. Like you want to lose weight. So say, for example, you want to lose a lot of weight. Say you're a 20 stone person and you want to be 10 stone. So you want to lose 10 stone in weight. Now, to do that, you're going to have to change the way that you eat, the way that you move your body, exercise regime. You might want to get a personal trainer to help you. You might want to get a nutritionalist to help you. But you are going to have to start. You're going to have to start to learn a new way of thinking. You're going to have to start to learn a new way of eating, a new way of moving your body. And if you're currently at that 20 stone and your goal is 10 stone, that's a massive achievement. It's definitely possible. You know it's possible because you see other people have it. You see other people that have done it. You see other people that have lost weight. So it's always possible. But the effort to start with that you will have to put into changing potentially an entire lifetime of thought about yourself. You might need some mindset coaching about that, so you don't keep reverting back to the identity of what it is that you feel like you are as a 20 stone weight person. So you're going to have, there's a lots of things you're going to have to start to do to create that perpetual new cycle of becoming the person that is the 10 stone person and to actually achieve that goal. And it's no different when it comes to the mindset. Now, wouldn't it have been great if we were all at school and we were taught that actually we don't have to think logically and we can think from a law of assumption and everyone is you pushed out. We can think through our mental diets to actually get our desired outcomes, to change our self-concept, to create the most loving relationship, to have that financial abundance, to be that person that has the dream job. If we were taught that at school, life would be so much easier. But unfortunately, for the majority of us, we weren't taught that at school. And I still don't think it's being taught at school to this day. It should be. So we have to learn a different way of thinking. We have to learn a different way of thinking. Like somebody has to learn a different way of eating if they want to lose weight. Like somebody might have to learn a new technology if they want to get a particular job, or a new skill if they want to do something different. They might have to train in something. It is everything. It's the same. It's being persistent. So we're going to do that with our imagination and being able to impress. Now, I just want to read this quote actually from Neville because it does resonate. And this is from, if you've seen my other playlist, this is from the book, Your Faith is Your Fortune. Neville says, to be impressed is to be I'm pressed. I am pressed. First person, present tense. All expressions are the result of impressions. Only as you claim yourself to be that which you desire to be, will you express such desires. Let all desires become impressions of qualities that are, not qualities of that will be. I'm is God, and God is the fullness of all, the eternal now. I am. So basically what he's saying is we want to impress the subconscious mind, claim that to be what it is that we desire to be, and let all the desires become impressions of qualities that are. Not, well, I would love to be in a loving relationship. That is not of qualities that will be, but as are, like, I am the person that is in a loving relationship. What would that feel like, look like, be like? So this takes me on to the next stage of how can we start to build and basically how can we start to learn to remain persistent when it comes to imagination and impressions. And this is all based around SATs, so the state akin to sleep. Now, you don't have to actually be in bed to do this. What we want to do is basically this state akin to sleep, when we want to think about using visualizing techniques and to impress a scene into our mindset. It's what we're doing is we are reducing the level of availability of the conscious mind, because that starts to relax and the subconscious mind kind of opens up more. So the state akin to sleep is basically getting into a meditative state. So, you know, you could be sat in your chair, eyes closed. You could do this lying down, whatever, eyes closed, and just taking some nice deep breaths and just getting really relaxed, that really relaxed state that you feel that you're in just before you might want to fall asleep. So it's getting into that state, because that is when our subconscious mind is most impressionable, when we want to impress on that. So that's the state we want to get into. Now, you don't always have to get into that state to visualize, but if we are learning to be persistent and to remain persistent and focused on the desired result, to see that realized, this is a really, really good place to start and to continue with as well, if you really like doing it. So we just want to kind of close our eyes, take some nice deep breaths, and whatever it is that we're desiring. So I'm going to use loving relationship. Actually, no, I'm going to use weight loss, because I know there's a lot of people out there that do want to lose weight. So let's think about weight loss. So we've got our eyes closed and we've taken some nice deep breaths, and you're currently a 20 stone person, but you are wanting to be, desiring to be the 10 stone person. What is it when you think about being that 10 stone person? What do you see? What do you feel? What foods do you see when you open up the fridge door? Do you see a personal trainer knocking on your door and you're in your gym kit? Do you see yourself on the scales and the weight is just dropping off you easily and effortlessly every single day? Do you hear one of your friends say to you over a cup of coffee, wow, you've lost so much weight? And you say, yes, I'm nearly at my goal weight of 10 stone, or I've now lost 10 stone. What is it that you're seeing, feeling, tasting, touching? We want to get these senses involved too. Be as specific as you want to be. You know, have you joined a gym? Are you now hanging around with people in the gym? Are people in the gym noticing that you've lost so much weight? Have you joined a hiking group? You know, what is it? What would your life look like? What would it be like if you were that person that was on that journey to lose weight, or had reached that weight, that goal, that 10 stone weight loss, for example? What is it? What do you see? What do you feel? How do you feel about yourself when you see yourself in the mirror? What is it people are saying to you? You know, maybe now you've got more confidence that people are asking you out more. because maybe being that way, you didn't feel confident, you didn't feel worthy of being asked out. And now you're feeling more empowered, you're feeling enriched with life. So what is it that you're feeling? What are you hearing? What are you tasting? What are you touching? What are you seeing? Be as specific as you want to. So you can choose a variety of different imaginal scenes. You don't have to stick with just one, because that can get really dull and boring. Mix it up a bit. So when you're in this state, think about what it is. What would it feel like if you were that person that was at 10 stone? Now you'd lost that 10 stone weight, you were at your goal weight. What would it feel like? What would your life look like? Where would you be shopping? Where would you be clothes shopping? What size clothes would you be buying? You see, so we want to do that, but in that state akin to sleep. So we're in a really nice, relaxed mind, and we're just visualizing the scene of whatever it is we desire. We can do that with loving relationships, with money, with anything that we choose. So this is the first key element. So there's going to be another 3 that I'm going to share in the next few videos of how we can learn to remain persistent in our desire, to see our desire actualize and realize into our outer reality. Now, you can do this as many times as you want during the day, really, as much time as you've got. Definitely before you go to sleep. When you wake up, when you're still a little bit sleepy, during the day, if you've got some time on your lunch break, for example, you can do that, or sat in the car waiting to pick the kids up from school. Whatever it is, you can just take some nice deep breaths, close your eyes, and get into that state. So yeah, that is the first part of my 4-part playlist of how to remain persistent in your desire. And each day I will share with you as well some Neville quotes. I'm really loving this book. It's amazing. As always, if you have any questions about this, please comment. And as always, guys, your subscribing means the world. So please like and share this video if you feel it will help other people and you've enjoyed watching it, and subscribe, because I'm now looking to get 4,000 subscribers, and that will be really, really cool. So yeah, that's it from me today. Take care, and I will be back soon.